Hello YouTube. I am making this video to provide an update for my experience with Excel book writing. I paid them years ago the sum of $38,000, and the company ceased contact with me when I insisted on them providing a date for when they would deliver any of my products. I have since read on Trustpilot that dozens, if not hundreds, of other consumers, each individually, have been scammed for anywhere between a few $1,000s and tens of thousands of dollars each. This company is engaging in mass fraud and theft and grand larceny, and they have no intention of delivering any of the promised goods or services that they are marketing on the Excel book writing website. They operate under another LLC as well. I think it has Divine in the title. They are not located at their advertised address. I called the phone number for that property, and there is no such business there in Chicago, right off the Great Lakes. It's a condominium address. I am a violent crime victim. I am a special victim. I have survived horrific criminal violence, as has my son, who is now 15. When he was 5 years old, he was attacked and hospitalized by someone. And we are trying to tell our story, which spans decades. I am a family person. I have people I'm responsible for. We suffered direct criminal reprisals for coming forward and telling the truth. I didn't get legal aid. I did not get protection from law enforcement or other agencies that I reported to that associate with them. And I ended up losing my home and my investments and just about everything that I had because I couldn't get any legal aid or any kind of support whatsoever. People could not immediately get all the details as to what had happened to me or to him because we couldn't remember. I suffered from amnesia, and so did he. And when I began to remember, I started to tell someone. I told an authority, somebody who communicates directly with authorities. And Excel has further victimized us. I have severe scarring, as you can see up here. That's not a furrow line. That's from somebody taking a knife and cutting my face. I am a sexual assault survivor multiple times over by multiple people. I don't have any family support. I don't have any friends. I don't have any support network. And because of what I look like and my sex, and the state that I have frequently lived in, I've been denied all forms of assistance, and I've had to struggle for years to deal with the hardships that I've had to deal with as a result of being attacked by people in the family that I married into, by criminals in the community who perceived that I was vulnerable, and by others. And people that I would tell my story to, or parts of it, would frequently freak out and file false reports to the authorities because they failed to understand that contacting the authorities was something I'd already done, and it wasn't doing any good. What I've come to understand is that if government does not care about a person who's in an even worse situation than I am, when I am dealing with my circumstances, they are certainly not going to care about me or anybody else. And so I've survived on my own. I've bettered the circumstances as I can on my own. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get somebody to hold Excel book writing accountable. I need a lawyer to take up this case pro bono. I need somebody to go after these people because they're criminals. And I've been victimized repeatedly since childhood by criminals. Violent criminals, special offenders, people who engage in race-based attacks on me because I'm white. As crazy as that might sound to some people. Bullying, violence, theft and destruction of my property from childhood to present, and being forced to relocate repeatedly because of those circumstances. And I made Excel book writing aware of these things, that I was an acutely vulnerable person, and they did not care. I have contacted everybody that I could think of in writing about the circumstances. I wrote over 700 bar attorneys in the state that I frequently am in, and I have a mailing address, but I only received maybe 2 or 3 responses, and each time I received a response, it was either I can't help you or I want tens of thousands of dollars to assist you with the circumstances you've written me about. Imagine sending out 700 plus letters that are 15 to 20 pages long. You're a domestic violence victim, you call RAIN and can't get any help. With a dozen phone calls to them, you call law enforcement, they offer you nothing. My abuser, my primary abuser, is dead. Other people in her group are still free, people who are responsible for other types of attacks on me. And there's no system of accountability to get financial reparations from these people to help rebuild your life, or to assist you as a male victim of crime, a survivor of crime, when you are faced with these circumstances. And then I go to try to tell my story, my family's story, my son's story, after he was hospitalized by some individuals in this group that I'm talking about. One of the groups of people that caused trouble for us, attacked us. And Excel runs off and steals my money after making all these promises. And I don't know what to do. There's no legal assistance. There's nothing. And so here I am, years into the project, trying to write books about what happened. And my publisher turns out to be a fraud and a fake that is just stealing people's money, one person after another. Somebody needs to contact me to help with Excel book writing, because you've got a whole class of people for a class action lawsuit whose money has been stolen, and they are leaving reviews on Trustpilot. Dozens, if not hundreds of people are reporting that their money has been stolen, and Excel won't fulfill the contract terms, and they get to a point after a while where they won't even reply to your emails, or they'll hang up on you while you're on the phone with them, even if you're not being rude. I haven't been rude to them. Despite them stealing nearly $40,000 from me, I have not been rude to them. But I have threatened them with legal action, such as taking them to court and reporting them to law enforcement. And I have reported them to law enforcement. And I don't know what to do to stop these people and get my money back so I can go to a legitimate publisher. If you see this video and you think you can help, leave your contact information and what you think you can do potentially in a short note in the comments. Thank you. I really truly appreciate it. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.